Hey guys, what's up? Big Roy here. Today I want to talk about the topic of intermittent fasting. Um, I'm not an expert, but I've been doing it for years, and I'd like to share how I do it with all my followers and friends here. So, what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting, in layman's term, if you actually check Google, they'll give you a more specific definition. But layman's term means there'll be a period of time you won't be eating, you'll be fasting. Then within a set period of time, that's where you eat. Okay, so intermittent fasting has different periods. Okay, so some do 12-12, 14-10, 16-8, 18-6, that kind of thing. Some even do 24 hours, 48 hours, or even 72 hours. So it all depends on which stage you are and how comfortable you are doing intermittent fasting on a daily basis. Yeah, so but the common period is 16-8, which I practice, and that is my baseline. So I usually use that as a baseline. Anything else further 18 hours or even 20 hours is a bonus. So what happens during intermittent fasting? What makes it so special, right? Okay, when you are fasting, especially after you pass the 12-hour mark, you are into autophagy mode, ketosis mode or something like that lah. Yeah, that's what they call it. I mean, medical terms and everything, don't ask me lah, okay? But you'll be in autophagy mode, meaning your body will start regenerating cells to repair the dead cells, or rather old cells. That's why some doctors actually promote intermittent fasting to patients who are suffering from cancer, and also some other disorders. Yeah, so like for myself, I have autoimmune disease a couple of years back. So off and on, I'll still get swells, like on my joints and everything. Yeah, it will come back, but it will not come back in that kind of major symptoms. Yeah, so it's definitely a way that I've been adopting this kind of lifestyle for some time now, since my autoimmune days. So some people say, hey, your intermittent fasting, how to stand 16 hours without eating, 18 hours, or sometimes even 24 hours. I did 24 hours before, or even more. How do you stand? It's a matter of getting used to it. So for starters, I would advise you to probably start with 12 hours, 14 if you can. Yeah, so if you do 14 hours, good, because that's where your autophagy starts, your ketosis starts. So if you the longer you stay fasted, the longer period your body can regenerate more cells. Yeah, so that's what I understand. Okay, so you can read more about this, but um from what I gather from so many surgeons online and everything, it's proven, and it's a really proven scientific thing lah. Okay, so read more about it. After your fasting period and everything, the eating period, right? So let's say you do a 16 hours fast, the 8-hour period doesn't mean you can eat until you siao leh. Yeah, so there are some hearsay saying that, wow, during the 8 hours you can eat whatever you want, whatever. No, hell no. Don't listen to those people. During that 8 hours of eating, right, you're not supposed to eat like more than 2 meals. If needed, you're not supposed to eat more than 2 meals, because you have a calorie requirement every day, right? So if you take more than your calorie requirement, you definitely gain weight, right? Okay, so in order to stay within the calories, right, try to keep it within 2 meals, and the 2 meals you eat healthy. Prioritize your protein, prioritize your fiber, and carbs, keep it to the minimum. Yeah, then in between, try not to snack, try not to take sweet things, try not to take any form of carbs, like like Singaporeans, like we Asians, or rather, we like to have a bun or something like that, or some form of pastry for tea and stuff like that. Yeah, so avoid that. It's quite hard, because we are born with it and surrounded with all these things, right? So it's quite hard, I know, but if you are in that stage of trying to adapt to it, yeah, try to abstain from it first. So the question is, can you lose weight from intermittent fasting? The word is depends on your diet. You can intermittent fasting will help you to lose the initial weight from the start, which happened to me. But after that, you'll be stagnant. Yeah, because if you don't watch your diet, like I said, if you whack the calories, you whack the carbs, you whack the sugars, you get sugar spikes all the time, then it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Yeah, unless you are just trying to maintain, then okay, by all means, go and continue your lifestyle. But if your aim is to lose weight, you have to work on that. Okay, you got to work on your input, watch what you're taking in. But can I be exercising? Yes, of course you can be exercising. I go to the gym with a fasted stomach. That means I go to the gym before I break my fast. means that I will go and work out 2 hours, you know, lifting weights and everything before I break my fast when I come back home. So sometimes the workout delays a little bit more. So instead of doing 16, I'm doing like 18 sometimes, or rather most of the time like 18 hours. Yeah, so it's okay to work out when you're doing intermittent fasting, and it's proven you burn even better when you're fasted, when you have a fasted stomach. Yeah, during fasting, that means you go empty. Yeah, instead of taking something like, you know, some bananas or some protein bars before you work out and everything, no, go when you have a fasted stomach, and apparently it works even better. Then a lot of people also ask me, so you travel a lot, so how do you observe your intermittent fasting? See, I travel a lot. Yes, I travel a lot for business and of course pleasure. How do I maintain that intermittent fasting? Right, is very simple. If you are staying in a hotel that has breakfast, right, you know, breakfast become the main thing of the hotel for me all the time. But now I dread the breakfast because it's always the same food and everything, and sometimes you don't get enough nutrition from there. And they will force you to eat your breakfast before 10:30 a.m. Yeah, so if you are going for the breakfast, you have a hotel with breakfast. That's what you do. You complete your meal the day before by 9 p.m. So you maintain a 12-hour fast, so you can break fast at 9 a.m. Yeah, or maybe as at 10:30, you half an hour enough, so you can do a 13 hours. 10 a.m. you go down and eat your breakfast. Yeah, so that's the way I maintain during that period. And if the hotel has a gym, I'll use the gym, yeah, to work out on my gym days. So if you're staying in an Airbnb, or you're staying like, you know, like those condotels and everything, like in China they have all those condotels and stuff like that, or Airbnb lah. Yeah, if you are staying in those places that don't have breakfast, perfect. Yeah, so you can just, you know, if you have a dinner late, like 10 p.m., you know, that kind of thing, yeah, you can break your fast. You can break your fast later, like maybe during your lunchtime. Skip breakfast, okay? Skip breakfast altogether. Why breakfast is not necessary? Because breakfast is actually created by commercial brands to make you eat their cereals and stuff like that. Yeah, we are not born to eat breakfast, guys. So breakfast is yeah. Don't believe in what you eat. Breakfast you eat like king, then don't know what. Lunch you eat like queen, then dinner you eat like pauper or whatever. Yes, we heard all that. Yeah, but don't believe in that. If you're on intermittent fasting, you're having 2 meals a day. Your breakfast you eat like a king. Then your second meal before you start your fast, you can eat clean or eat something very healthy, you know, like your protein meals, or you can go vegetarian if you want to. Yeah, just make sure you have the enough nutrients for your daily intake. Okay, just remember that. And one more important thing to note, if you are on intermittent fasting, right, most likely you will not be consuming that much food. um I mean, if you have a huge stomach, maybe your lunch or whatever, your lunch and dinner will be very substantial. But if you have a small stomach like mine now, yeah, not by choice, but it's by choice lah. If you have a small stomach, or rather you don't eat that much, just remember that you need supplements. You need to take multivitamins. Multivitamins very important. Then for guys, vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. This is very important for us as guys and people who are on dieting. Okay, so read up more about these vitamins, and so you know more. Ultimately, at the end of the day, if you have any medical conditions, consult your doctor first. Yeah, and while doing intermittent fasting, always listen to your body. Listen to your body, and you know, intermittent fasting has been, you know, if you read about intermittent fasting since prehistoric days, you know, the Homo sapiens have not been eating on a regular basis. They have been fasting, and because they need to hunt for food. So if you need to, first thing you wake up in the morning, you have to go and hunt for your food and everything. So do you think they have breakfast? No. So by the time they hunt for the food and everything, they probably have one meal in every like 3-4 days or something like that. Yeah. So that's why they live longer. That could be a clue. Yeah, so read more about it, and always listen to your body, guys. So take care. DM me if you have any questions. I'm not an expert, but I've been doing this for years, so I've seen results, and now Diana is doing it too. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Yeah, and remember to hit the follow button, and stay tuned for more posts coming up.